Alright, in today's video tutorial I want to talk about creating selections and saving selections and loading selections. So we learned in another video that we could create selections, complex selections, by holding down the Shift key and adding to an existing selection. So now we have our selection and I want to save it. So I'm going to go up here to select. Everything for selections is under select, and we'll say save selection. And I'm going to call this piece 1, puzzle piece 1. And we're going to put it into a new channel and we'll go OK. So we've saved that. And then I'll hit Command J. That's going to put that puzzle piece onto a new layer. And then I'll just turn the opacity down on that initial layer. Alright, so now we need to create a second piece. So I'm going to create a rectangular marquee. And we'll just keep this one kind of simple. So now we have P2 created, so we'll go under Select, Save Selection, and we'll call this Puzzle 2. So we want to try to keep these puzzle pieces saved. Alright? So now while we have Puzzle 2 selected, we want to subtract Puzzle 1, right? We want this to be subtracted from our rectangle. And we can do this right in that naming panel. So if we go up under Select again, we're going to say we're going to load selection, and we want to load selection P1, and when we load it we're going to subtract from the existing selection that we have going on, or the marching ants. So we'll say subtract P1 from the existing selection, which is P2. And when we say OK, you'll see now that we have a new puzzle piece. And I'll hit Command J to bump that up to a new layer, and then hit 0 to turn the opacity up. Alright? So let's do that one more time. We are going to create a new selection. So I'll create a circle this time. And then a rectangle. We're going to add to that. And then I'll subtract from that. So here's our selection. We will save the selection as P3. It's going to put it on a new channel. And when you save selections, all of your selections are saved in the Channels panel. And if we go up here and look, we're in Channels, we're going to see our combined RGB, our red channel, our green channel, our blue channel, and then all of our saved selections. So here's P1, P2, P3. So what are we going to do now? We have to create this piece. So we have P3. We need to save it. Did we save it? I don't think we saved it. So we'll say P3. So there's, and we're going into a new channel. We'll say OK. Now we need to subtract P2 from that. So we'll go Select, Load Selection, P2, and we're going to subtract P2, which is this piece, from P3. And we'll say OK. And now we have a little bit of P1 we have to subtract. So we'll do that again. We'll go Select, Load Selection, P1, and we'll subtract from that selection. We'll hit OK, and there's our new piece. We'll bump that up into a new layer by Command J, and there's our 3 pieces. piece 1, puzzle piece 2, and puzzle piece 3. And you see how they all go right together. Now we did duplicate P3, so if we come over here into our channels and we click on this P3, all we have to do is click on that trash can to delete that. Alright? So this is one way that you could create your puzzle pieces. And I am going to show you one more video of another way that we could create puzzle pieces using our layers panel a little more. Alright, thanks for watching.